In this lesson, I want to talk about the value of practice and combining that with improv. So, for example, I've been in Toastmasters for several years, been president of Toastmasters, and it's all about the rehearsed speech. And yet, for the past several years, I've also done improv comedy, and that's the opposite of the rehearsed speech. It's all about in the moment, going with the flow. Yes, and you're the expert. Those kinds of things. So, how can you combine these two elements? We've got the rehearsed, the practiced, and then we have the improv and the unexpected. How can we use those to our advantage? Now, I think they work together. I'm going to bring up an example right now. We're watching a Netflix show called Adolescence. It's heavy. Whoa. So, what's super cool with the way they've done it is they have filmed the entire thing, the entire episode, apparently, in one go. And if you follow it, you'll see, wow, like the camera follows her over here, and then they go into the next room, and the door opens, the door closes, like so the camera person's like clearly in the room, and then they'll do these. It's amazing, right? So I've been watching this show with my son and my wife, and they were reading up on it, and apparently in episode 3 last night, the boy, it's like a 13-year-old boy, he's 13 in the show. I don't know how old he really is. He's a 13-year-old boy. He yawns. They're having this intense discussion. I won't ruin it for you, but well, it's not going to ruin it by saying he's being accused of murder. So it's a heavy, heavy show. And the boy is there, and he yawns. So apparently, we read about this. That wasn't in the script. And the woman, I think it's like a psychologist, she's talking to him, and she says, "Oh, am I boring you?" Which apparently was off script. And so he smiled a little bit. I can't remember what he said, but he said, no, I'm okay or whatever. But here's my point. I think they apparently rehearsed. I mean, they have these little mini rehearsals, and they went through the whole thing. I think they said something like 12 takes. Remember, this is like an hour thing. What if you're at like minute 51 and you mess up? You've got to do the whole thing over. This is going to happen probably in your rehearsals of your presentation, and that's okay. I've done speeches where I've rehearsed 30 times. I can't even hear myself say this stuff anymore. I'm so sick of it. I'm so bored of it. And part of it, I will just come and rehearse just to get it over with. However, what does that rehearsal get you? What is that practice? What does being in shape get you? Now, what it gets you is, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, it allows you to be flexible. So that structure actually can build in creativity. Because you're structured, because you've rehearsed your talk so many times, you're doing it semi-subconsciously, where you know your thing, you know the next line, or you know the next big point you're coming across. And yet if something happens, oh, look, here's Pepper, you're not going to lose your place because of this distraction. Oh, hey, Pepper, how's it going? What are you looking for? You looking for a little gopher? Maybe there's a froggy. Now, because I knew subconsciously, and because I've rehearsed this thing so many times, I'm between, bullet point 8 and 9, and I'm about to wrap this thing up, then I can sort of think I'm on bullet point 8. Oh, Pepper, you're looking for a frog? That's funny, ha, ha, ha. Now I come back, and I had finished 8, so I'm ready for 9. I hope that doesn't sound too complicated or scary, but frankly, it is a little scary. And the solution is to practice. The solution is to rehearse. If you watch more of these lessons, you'll probably learn. I talk about prepared speeches and improv and stuff. I'm so much more relaxed with improv. Look, right now, I'm not reading from a teleprompter. You'll probably notice in this course when I'm reading from the teleprompter. I try to make it more natural, but it is more. Well, it's often, frankly, more structured. I mean, hey, that's just who I am. I am a less structured kind of guy, which is one reason I'm even doing this course, to help me get more structured as well by helping you get more structured. And what most people come to me for is the improv stuff. They're like, Bradley, I can do structure. Can you help me with the improv stuff? And here's what I'm saying. I'm saying you can allow yourself more of that improv by strengthening your structure. There's a great sort of visual. It's the deeper the roots, the higher the branches. So the stronger my foundation is, the higher the branches can go. So if you think of foundation and structure, the roots were strong and we can flow in the wind, and the branches are kind of the fun stuff. Oh, there's the dog. Whoa, there's a big bird. He's going to come eat my phone and take it off my tripod. Okay? So that structure allows for that room for flexibility. All right? And if you haven't seen Adolescence, it's brutal. Really good. But just watch it from a performance perspective, and to think about how many times they rehearsed and where did they go off script, and if they did, how did they do it and how did they react to it. And again, the boy, he yawns, and that was pretty cool, right? She's off script. Oh, am I boring you? Now, she didn't say something completely out of line, like, oh, are you allergic to cinnamon? Right? No. She kept it in the flow of the content, kept it in proportion to what she's doing, and she did that because she's in that flow of her structure. All right, thanks for watching. This has been a great lesson. This is one of my favorites, really. This is for me, where the sweet spot is, finding that balance between the structure and the improv, right? The Toastmasters and the improv comedy, right? Or the science and the spirit, or the math and the magic. It's all about the balance, and you got to find your balance of where you are most in flow with your best presenting self. All right, what do you think, Peps? Let's head out.